Hello there. Now let's try to distinguish between the two phases of cell division, and that is telophase and the prophase. Now we all know that the telophase is the last phase and prophase is the first phase. So when you talk about telophase, well, in this telophase, as you can see, the new cell is now being to form. This nucleus has divided into two parts and then a new nuclear membrane is developed. The chromosomes are pulled apart at the corners. But at the same time, when you look at the prophase, well, the nuclear membrane starts to disappear. The fibers, the chromatin fibers which are present, they will start to condense, and that's how chromosomes will appear. And these chromosomes will be arranged in a very random manner. Well, that is what prophase is. In the prophase, the centrioles will now double, and that's how they'll come at the ends or the two opposite poles. Well, that is what prophase is about. So let's try to write this down. So when you talk about telophase, well, this telophase is the last stage of karyokinesis, whereas prophase, it is the first phase of karyokinesis. Let's take the word karyokinesis and let's try to break it down as karyo, K-A-R-Y-O. So this karyo means nucleus and kinesis means breakdown. So this karyokinesis, that is nothing but the breakdown of nucleus into two equal parts, is required for the cell division. Because unless and until a nucleus divides, a new cell is not going to divide, and that's why this karyokinesis is highly essential. And when you talk about prophase, well, it is the first stage. Now when you talk about telophase, nuclear membrane, a new nuclear membrane will be formed around each set of chromosome. Whereas in this, the nuclear membrane starts to disappear. Now when you talk about telophase, the nucleus will be start to getting visible now. So the nucleolus starts being visible again. Whereas if you talk about prophase, well, in here the condition is different, so let's see what it is. But before that, let's take the word nucleolus and let's break it down as nucleo, N-U-C-L-E-O, lus, L-U-S. So the word is nucleolus. Now when you talk about prophase, the nucleolus starts to disappear. So in telophase, it again starts to appear, whereas in prophase, it again starts to disappear. Because this is the formation of a new cell, and this is a starting procedure wherein the one cell has to divide, and that is why the nucleolus disappears. Now the chromosomes are present in the opposite poles of the cell, because now that is the place wherein the two new nucleuses are formed. Whereas if you talk about prophase, well, the chromosomes are arranged randomly in the cell. So this is what is going to be the difference between telophase and prophase.